Hello beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing part 2 of my bullet journal setup for 2020. I have already shared part 1, which I'll have linked in the description box down below. So in part 1 I show you how I set up my title page, my goals page, a spread on how I plan to achieve my goals, and then I also do a little reflection on my achievements from the previous year. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I've set up my savings spread, my Instagram tracker, and my YouTube tracker. So starting with my savings spread, I'm using these cute little stamps that I got from Sakaido in Japan. They're just so cute. I think they're like a woodland theme. So I've just popped a little tree stump in the bottom left corner, and then I've used the foliage to create like a little tree in the top right, and then I've just stamped in one little bee here. I actually wish that they had a bee facing the opposite way, but I don't remember seeing one, so we've just got the one bee for now. And then I'm also stamping in the title, which is just savings, and drawing a little flag around that. I love drawing these little flags, they're so cute. If you go onto Pinterest, there's so many great little ideas for doing little doodles like that. And the stamps that I used to write savings were from, I think from Tokyo Hands, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm then using this stencil to create a beehive, and I will color in each of these as I save a certain amount of money. So these stencils I picked up on eBay, I think about 2 years ago now. I was using them in my bullet journal about 2 years ago. I actually bought them around the time that I started YouTube, and actually my first ever YouTube video was doing a spread using these, and it was bee themed actually. That's funny. So I'll leave a link in the description if you would like to go back and watch those videos. I also bought these on eBay, and I think they were like maybe $5 or $6, and you get 20 different stencils. So in the bottom right corner, I'm just stenciling in a smaller sized hexagon, and this will be my little key. So each time my fiance and I save $1,000, I'll color in one of these hexagons. I'm then just adding a little bit of color to the savings flag. And I'm using Tombow markers for these. So I really love these markers. I find that they don't bleed through the pages. You do get a little bit of ghosting, but it's nothing too bad. So moving on to the next spread, which is my Instagram tracker. For my Instagram spread, I went with a Polaroid theme. So here I am just drawing a little Polaroid camera in pencil. I always draw everything in pencil first in case I mess it up. And then I'm taking my outline markers and tracing it out. I really love these markers. They come in lots of different sizes. I think I have about 5 or 6 different sizes. But the 0.2 I find is the perfect size for an A5 journal. I'm then just erasing the pencil lines and adding some color. So for this whole spread, I think I just stuck to these 3 colors, which was the darker brown, a nude, and then an orangey brown. I'm actually so obsessed with these colors at the moment. I've been adding a lot of these colors to my entire house. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I mostly post interior photos, so my color scheme has heavily moved towards this. It used to be a lot of gray and white, and I am loving it. So again, I'm just taking those same colors, and I just drew 3 stripes at the bottom of the page. So once I finished drawing in those stripes, I then used some glue tape to attach my little Polaroid camera. I actually didn't even know glue tape existed. I found it when I was in Japan. Is that something sold here in Australia? Because I've literally never seen it before. So next I'm cutting out a little rectangle that is going to be my Polaroid template. I just realized I probably could have used one of those stencils, but I just drew it up anyway. I'm then using those same little alphabet stamps to stamp in Instagram tracker, and then I'm just drawing a super simple line border around the whole page. So here I'm penciling in some curved lines to hang the little Polaroids from. So once I drew in my first line, I just popped the template down so I could get an idea of where to draw the next line. And then I'm just tracing a whole bunch of the template. And then once I finished doing that, I folded the side and cut a bit off, and then cut a bit off the bottom to draw the inner part of the Polaroid. And then here I'm just tracing that back in. So once I finished inking in the little strings and the little Polaroids, I'm just going ahead and writing in the numbers. So I went up by 500 increments, and it's probably a little bit hard to see, but yeah, they're just down the bottom there. And the pen I'm using is actually erasable, so you can rub it out if you need to. I'm then taking little bits of washi tape, and I just did a whole bunch of different washi tape and taping them to the top. I thought this looked so cute and I love how it turned out. So moving on to the last spread for this video, this is my YouTube tracker. So keeping with my theme, I've just crinkled up a little bit of craft paper and glued that down. It gives it a really nice texture. I'm then just stamping in YouTube with these larger stamps, and I like to start in the middle when I'm writing a larger word just to make sure that it's definitely going to fit on the page. And then I've got these other little stamps, and I think they were from Tokyo Hands as well. And then I kind of just drew this little rectangular shape around tube to go with the YouTube theme. And then in the bottom left corner, I'm drawing these adorable little pine trees. I actually seen someone else draw these in their bullet journal on, I think it was on Pinterest, and I thought they looked so good, and they're so easy to draw. It's just a straight line and then basically little arrows all on them. And I thought that went nicely with the bear stamp. And then I'm just drawing a simple border, and I added a few colors to the right there, and those colors I'll be using to color in the little play buttons that I'm drawing now. I did actually end up ruling all of these in, which I don't know why I did. I probably should have just used the stencil again. Maybe I just wanted to use my adorable little brass ruler. How cute is that, by the way? So yeah, for these, every time I get 500 subscribers, I get to color in one of the little play buttons, and I'll be using those colors I mentioned on the side there. Actually, as I'm recording this voiceover, I think I'm about 100 subscribers off hitting 6k, so I've got to color in 2 little play buttons already, and I'll have a third to color in very soon. I don't know why I love doing these trackers, but they're just so fun, and it's fun to see growth in things that you do. So I'm just going to wrap that up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed part 2 of my bullet journal. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. And remember to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I should have part 3 and 4 up next week sometime, so do be sure to check back for that. And again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a beautiful and creative week. Bye for now.